Stop letting fear control you. Discover the secret to true peace. Have you ever found yourself in the middle of chaos, feeling like nothing is going right, with anxiety and worry taking over every thought? What if I told you that this video came to you for a reason, at exactly the right moment, and that there is a simple way to transform that tension into inner peace? The truth is, most of us live trying to control everything, deceived by the idea that fear and anticipation will protect our future. But true faith and trust can completely change your vibration, aligning your dominant thoughts with a defined purpose and creating space for a life of lightness, surrender, and presence. Have you noticed how anxiety can invade your day without asking permission? That feeling of always racing against time, worrying about what hasn't even happened yet, drains your energy and steals your inner peace. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. The harder you try to control it, the more it slips away. And excessive worry? It creates an invisible cycle, feeding fears and clouding mental clarity. The mind becomes overloaded, the subconscious records tension, and without realizing it, you drift away from true faith and presence. But there is a path to take a deep breath and regain spiritual direction in your life. Worry acts stealthily, like a silent thief entering the mind and taking away inner peace without notice. Every repetitive what-if thought consumes energy, blocks lightness, and distances you from true faith and trust in the now. When the mind clings to fear and the illusion of control, everything around feels heavier. The secret lies in realizing that peace doesn't depend on what happens outside, but on how you choose to align your thoughts, live in the present, and rest in faith even when the world feels chaotic. Jesus reminds us not to be anxious about tomorrow because anxiety adds nothing to life. Every unnecessary worry steals inner peace and moves us away from the kingdom of God, from the trust and surrender that transform the mind and heart. Reflecting on Matthew 6, we see that living in presence and true faith means trusting that divine care is active, even when everything seems uncertain. Awareness that we don't need to control everything creates space to align thoughts, cultivate lightness, and feel the peace that surpasses all understanding. Seeking first the kingdom of God is more than a command. It's a conscious choice to live with a defined purpose and presence. When we place true faith and trust at the center of our lives, worries lose their power, and the mind aligns with spiritual guidance that leads to inner peace. This pursuit transforms the way we deal with fears and illusions of control. By prioritizing the kingdom, we cultivate detachment, strengthen positive dominant thoughts, and create space for our life mission to manifest with clarity and ease, without anxiety or anticipatory suffering. Napoleon Hill reminds us that true faith is the only known antidote to fear. When the mind anchors in trust, anxiety decreases, dominant thoughts rise, and the subconscious begins to work in our favor, attracting spiritual direction and inner peace. Practicing faith isn't passive waiting, it's a conscious choice to hand over to the universe what we cannot control. By exercising self-suggestion and aligning thoughts with a defined purpose, we discover how lightness and presence transform each challenge into an opportunity to live the kingdom of God in the present. The illusion of control is that trap that makes us believe if we plan and anticipate everything, we can avoid problems. In practice, this attempt to dominate the future only increases anxiety, steals inner peace, and distances the mind from presence and true trust. When we realize that absolute control doesn't exist, we open space for detachment and surrender. Aligning thoughts, living in the present, and resting in faith allows us to perceive that the kingdom of God manifests when we trust now, without trying to hold what only the universe can guide. Worry paralyzes us, while trust propels us forward. When we choose to trust now, the mind frees itself from anticipatory suffering, dominant thoughts rise, and inner peace becomes a daily reality, even amid uncertainty. Living in trust doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities, it means aligning thoughts with true faith and presence. By replacing fear with surrender and awareness that the kingdom of God is active, we create lightness and spiritual guidance, allowing anxiety to naturally lose its grip. The peace that surpasses all understanding doesn't depend on external circumstances, it arises from conscious surrender and true faith. When we silence the mind, align thoughts, and trust now, even amid life's storms, we feel this transformative vibration that calms anxiety. This peace is the space where the subconscious works in our favor, strengthening positive dominant thoughts and promoting lightness. By living in the kingdom of God and cultivating presence, even challenges and fears become opportunities to reaffirm trust and align our defined purpose. Often, our minds create fearful scenarios that haven't even happened yet, generating anticipatory suffering. This habit feeds anxiety, blocks inner peace, and moves us away from true faith and trust in the present. Recognizing that we cannot control the future, we can choose to detach and live now. Aligning thoughts with defined purpose, silencing the mind, and resting in faith transforms expectation into opportunity, bringing lightness and connection with the kingdom of God. Living in the now is the key to reducing anxiety and worry. When we focus on presence, each action becomes meaningful, and the subconscious records inner peace, trust, and alignment with the kingdom of God, far from the illusion of control. Practicing presence transforms dominant thoughts and reprograms the mind for well-being. Surrendering what we cannot change, cultivating lightness, and focusing on a defined purpose connect us with true faith and create space for positive vibration to manifest in every moment. Detachment is one of the most powerful paths to live with lightness and trust. When we release what is beyond our control, anxiety decreases, inner peace rises, and the mind opens to receive spiritual guidance and the blessings of the kingdom of God. Practicing detachment doesn't mean giving up, it means choosing to surrender with true faith and live in the present. Every time we align thoughts and reprogram the subconscious, life flows with more ease, and our life mission becomes clearer and connected to defined purpose. A healthy desire motivates us, connects us to our defined purpose, and keeps us present, while obsession generates anxiety, fear, and blocks inner peace. The key is to cultivate trust and only feed the subconscious with positive dominant thoughts. When we learn to differentiate intention from obsession, we can live with lightness, detachment, and true faith. Aligning thoughts, silencing the mind, and trusting now allows the kingdom of God to manifest effortlessly, guiding every step with spiritual direction. The kingdom of God is not just a place, it's a state of consciousness. When we cultivate presence, surrender, and trust, our minds align with true faith and spiritual guidance, bringing inner peace and lightness even in the midst of difficulties. Living in this kingdom is a conscious choice to silence the mind, align thoughts, and focus on defined purpose. By doing so, anxiety decreases, the subconscious reprograms, and life's vibration reflects trust, detachment, and continuous presence. A childlike mind lives in the present, trusts without questioning, and doesn't cling to anxiety or fear of the future. Adopting this posture strengthens true faith, increases inner peace, and allows us to align thoughts with defined purpose. The spontaneous trust of a child teaches us detachment and lightness. When we silence the mind and trust now, the subconscious absorbs this vibration, allowing the kingdom of God to manifest naturally and guiding our life mission with spiritual direction. Dominant thoughts shape our life experience. Feeding the mind with trust, true faith, and presence reprograms the subconscious, increases inner peace, and aligns life's vibration with lightness and defined purpose. On the other hand, if we let worry and fear dominate, anxiety intensifies, and the illusion of control traps us. Choosing consciously to align thoughts, trust now, and live the kingdom of God in the present transforms reality in a surprising and sustainable way. Maintaining mental focus is essential to align thoughts and live with spiritual direction. Concentrating attention on true faith, defined purpose, and presence allows the subconscious to work in our favor, bringing inner peace and lightness to every decision. Distractions and worries scatter the mind and increase anticipatory suffering. Choosing to trust now, silence the mind, and prioritize the kingdom of God strengthens positive self-suggestion, allowing our life mission to unfold with clarity and without anxiety. Self-suggestion is a powerful tool to reprogram the subconscious and align dominant thoughts with true faith and presence. Repeating declarations of trust and detachment allows our mind to absorb inner peace, lightness, and defined purpose. Practicing self-suggestion daily helps reduce anxiety, control fears, and remove the illusion of control. By trusting now and living in the kingdom of God, we create a positive vibration that guides every action, transforming challenges into opportunities for spiritual growth. Being faithful in small things recognizes that small actions with defined purpose reflect a significant impact on life mission. Each gesture of trust, surrender, and presence strengthens true faith and reprograms the subconscious to cultivate inner peace and lightness. Practicing faithfulness in the small prevents anxiety and anticipatory suffering, teaching us to trust now, even in the details. This consistency creates a vibration aligned with the kingdom of God and demonstrates that each conscious choice contributes to a life of spiritual direction and real purpose. Living the mission in the present means acting with defined purpose now, without waiting for the perfect moment. By practicing presence, trust, and surrender, our true faith strengthens, and inner peace manifests, even amid difficulties. Every small conscious step, aligning thoughts and reprogramming the subconscious, builds the vibration that connects us to the kingdom of God. Lightness arises when we detach from the illusion of control and choose to trust now, allowing the life mission to naturally reveal itself. Silencing the mind is essential to reduce anxiety and strengthen true faith. Intentional moments of silence allow the reprogrammed subconscious to align dominant thoughts, cultivating inner peace, lightness, and presence in the now. Simple practices like short meditation, conscious breathing, or pauses for reflection help maintain spiritual direction and connection with the kingdom of God. By detaching from what we cannot control, we create space to trust now and live with clarity and defined purpose. Conscious breathing is a powerful tool to silence the mind and reduce anxiety. Deep inhalation, holding, and slow exhalation help reprogram the subconscious, bringing inner peace, lightness, and alignment with positive dominant thoughts. Focused breathing strengthens true faith and trust in the present. This simple act connects body, mind, and spirit, allowing us to live in the kingdom of God, detach from the illusion of control, and act with defined purpose and constant presence. The prayer of surrender is an act of radical trust that silences the mind and strengthens true faith. By handing over worries and fears to the kingdom of God, the subconscious absorbs inner peace, presence, and lightness, even amid life's storms. Praying with intention is more than asking, it's aligning dominant thoughts with defined purpose and directing life's vibration toward trust now. Each conscious surrender creates space for the life mission to manifest, reducing anticipatory suffering and enhancing connection with spiritual guidance. Bedtime affirmations are a powerful way to reprogram the subconscious and align dominant thoughts with true faith. Repeating phrases of trust, surrender, and detachment helps dissolve anxiety, strengthen inner peace, and prepare the mind to receive spiritual guidance. Practicing this routine daily creates lightness and positive vibration, allowing the kingdom of God to manifest in every aspect of life. By trusting now and living in the present, even before sleep, we cultivate presence, defined purpose, and a deep connection with life mission. Intentional silence is a moment of surrender and presence, where the mind quiets and anxiety loses power. By dedicating a few minutes to simply being, we align dominant thoughts, reprogram the subconscious, and strengthen true faith. These pauses create lightness and allow spiritual guidance to manifest clearly. Trusting now, silencing the mind, and living the kingdom of God in the present transforms life's vibration, making every action more conscious and connected to defined purpose. Radical trust is living as if you are already being cared for, even without seeing all the answers. By surrendering fears and expectations to the kingdom of God, the subconscious reprograms, inner peace grows, and the mind aligns with true faith and presence. Living with radical trust means detaching from the illusion of control and choosing to trust now. Every conscious decision strengthens positive dominant thoughts, creates lightness, and allows the life mission to manifest according to defined purpose. Faith is not just a feeling, it's a daily choice to trust now and surrender what we cannot control. Every morning, by aligning dominant thoughts with presence and defined purpose, we strengthen inner peace and lightness, even amid challenges. Choosing faith daily reprograms the subconscious, reduces anxiety, and draws us closer to the spiritual guidance of the kingdom of God. This practice transforms anticipatory suffering into trust, fear into surrender, and creates a consistent vibration that guides life mission consciously. Choosing peace consciously means deciding to live in the present, detach from the illusion of control, and trust now. Each dominant thought aligned with true faith strengthens the subconscious, bringing lightness, presence, and connection with the kingdom of God. Conscious choice of peace doesn't depend on external circumstances but on a daily commitment to surrender fears and worries. When we practice this decision, we create positive vibration, reprogram the mind, and open space for life mission to manifest with clarity and defined purpose. Declaring "I choose to trust instead of worry" is a powerful command to the subconscious. Each repetition strengthens dominant thoughts, reduces anxiety, and establishes inner peace, lightness, and presence as patterns of mind and life. This declaration transforms anticipatory suffering into true faith and directs vibration toward the kingdom of God. By practicing it daily, we align thoughts, reinforce life mission, and learn to trust now, even without guarantees or visible answers. Inner vibration change begins by choosing positive dominant thoughts and living with true faith. When we silence the mind, practice detachment, and trust now, inner peace strengthens, and lightness becomes natural, even amid challenges. Reprogramming the subconscious with surrender, prayer, and self-suggestion transforms anticipatory suffering into spiritual guidance. This change allows the kingdom of God to manifest, guiding every action with defined purpose and connecting our life mission to presence and full awareness. Living guided by faith means acting with trust, surrender, and presence, even when fear insists on appearing. The mind aligned with dominant thoughts of true faith and defined purpose strengthens the subconscious, cultivating inner peace and constant lightness. When we choose to trust now, detaching from what we cannot control, the spiritual guidance of the kingdom of God becomes clear. Every conscious action reflects positive vibration, transforms anticipatory suffering into opportunity, and connects life mission with trust, surrender, and presence in the present. Now is the moment to reflect: what dominant thoughts have you been feeding? Have you let anxiety and fear control your life, or are you ready to trust now, detach, and live with lightness? Every conscious choice of true faith and surrender strengthens the subconscious, creates inner peace, and brings you closer to the kingdom of God. Ask yourself, what would your life be like if you stopped suffering in advance and focused on the present? Try today the practice of self-suggestion, prayer of surrender, and intentional silence. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue cultivating this positive vibration to transform your mind, life mission, and reality with spiritual direction, trust, and defined purpose.